Hello, Sag, and welcome to the Mystic Messenger Tarot. This is your reading for February 2019. I'm back. Thanks so much for all your lovely messages. I am fine. I just went on vacay and was living in my greatness for a little bit. So I'm back. And let's see, there was a couple eclipses since last time we connected, and they weren't quite as intense as the ones in the summer and the fall, but you could feel them. But the astrological happenings that's going on now is Mercury has moved into Pisces and for the next few weeks. And one of Mercury's gifts is that will be prevalent at this time is Mercury's insightfulness, which will help us see the big picture and the great range of possibilities that are before us. But also under this transit, we could find ourselves fantasizing or daydreaming a little bit more than usual, which can be a little distracting, especially at work. But it will lead to seeing life's brighter side or the big picture type of things. Okay, Sag, let me find my space. I'd like to call in all the directions, call in all the planets. What is above, so it is below. And this is a reading for Sagittarius for February 2019. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, Sag. This feels like I need to do that. Okay, that feels good. All right, Sag, let's see. Ooh, you're going to get honored for doing all that hard work, it looks like. Ace of Pentacles, that's great. Looks like maybe money will be mellowing out a little bit. You have the Queen of Cups above you, the Lovers behind you, Strength in the current, and Death. And usually death means the ending of something. It also can stand for a Scorpion, but it's usually the end of something, a situation, a relationship. It is right on the line of the Lovers. So that kind of tells me that you're in a relationship that either ended, you're working on an ending, or changing it in some way. But it also, the Strength card is here, so that also tells me that it's a little tumultuous in the heart. Let's see. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Tower, lessons through destruction, and the Devil, which are, it's just a test. Usually the Devil is just a test. So it looks like with this Tower here and the Devil right here, whatever was happening that you needed to change, which ended, it looks like you may be tempted to either go back to the way it was, go back to the person, or not do anything about it. So be careful of the temptation coming this month, that Sagittarius. It does look like you've made quite a lot of changes in your life that have benefited you. And it's time to continue on that path and not change the trajectory going backwards. Okay, let's start at the beginning. This is the Six of Wands, and this is the Exalted card. This is getting honored for all of your hard work that you've done, recognized at work, gratitude from friends that you've helped, or family that you've helped. But it's an acknowledgement of your effort, your skills, and your gifts. So pay attention. That may be coming in the form of a raise, or of a you've done a great job, or a thank you from your friends who are grateful to you. But in some way you will be honored for the hard work that you have embraced. What crosses you is the Ace of Pentacles, and aces are like the hand of God. Pentacles can be worldly things, money included with that. But it does look like with this big shift and this big ending of either attitude or relationship, it does look like a relationship has either grown or been released. So something has ended within a relationship, a love relationship. This Ace of Pentacles is there to remind you to keep going. You know, it's not all about the money. It's not all about the things. And, you know, many people stay in relationships because of the things that were acquired. It would be a big loss if you left, either financially, emotionally, physically. But it does look like this ending will benefit you both. That how it, either a behavior has changed, a behavior has ended, or the actual relationship has ended. But this is there to remind you that integrity is more important than physical things. So don't get stuck in the, oh, I can't leave because, you know, she pays my car payment or whatever it is. So don't get stuck in the trappings of the physical world, because it's really about if you're growing or not, and if you're healthy in that relationship. So it's time to release some of the physical things that have been holding you back from making this choice in the first place. All right, Queen of Cups. This can be a person or a situation. Cups are water. That's Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So this does feel like a person. I don't like to assign gender, but it does feel a little bit more on the feminine side. But this is a person who has your back, it feels like. So it's a water sign again, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. This is maybe not a mentor, but either a good friend, sister, someone who has your best interest at heart. And that is a good person to go to for advice, who has really been on your side, and actually it looks like been kind of neutral to what's going on and just trying to advise you from their heart. This looks like a very important relationship. Could be a BFF type thing. So it does look like this queen will not steer you wrong. And in general, this Queen of Cups, she's a kind creature. She's creative, a visionary, psychic. Also, this could stand for a creative endeavor. It also can stand for you getting back to your intuition, trusting your creative self, and your visionary practices. For the most part, it does feel like a person who is very supportive, that has those kind of offerings, that has those traits. So the Lovers is here. It is in the past position. So there may have been a little bit disturbance in the force, shall we say, in a relationship space. You may have released that relationship. I don't see the Tower right here. So it doesn't look like an affair or anything. But it does feel like some shift in a relationship has happened. And you have been either released from the relationship, or there's a whole new perspective within the relationship. But it does look like it was quite traumatic for you, Sagittarius. And if you are not in relationship, this may have been just a friendship that had been tugging at your heart that you had to release. So the Strength card is here. It does feel like it is present, so there are some decisions that still need to be made that require your strength and your focus, Sagittarius. Ultimately, it will be a difficult decision, but I encourage you to gather your strength up and, you know, kind of look it in the face. Don't shy away from making this decision, because doing nothing is a decision in itself that creates other issues, shall we say. So it's time to be strong. The Strength card also can indicate a Leo. So there may be a Leo in your life that is helping you, or helping you get clarity on something. But it does look like that you are hugged on this planet, and you are very well supported by your community. Your tribe is very supportive of you, and so don't be afraid to ask for some advice, a shoulder to cry on, or just sharing sometimes helps get you clarity just by speaking your truth out loud. The Death card here indicates an absolute end to something. I don't see it next to a person. So I think this is a situation or a relationship. But it does feel, and it could be a love relationship because the lovers are here, which is a soulmate card. But it also can dictate that it is someone that you loved very deeply on that friendship level that is no longer serving you and is coming to an end. It also feels like there may be some juggling around of where you live. You may have to move, but there is an ending coming up with a person, place, or thing, shall we say. All the nouns. The Knight of Pentacles is here. You have two knights here, which kind of dictates to me knights are about motion. These knights are both looking towards the future. This is the physical. This is the emotional. So it does look like it's time to leave the trappings of either the relationship that you were in, the situation you were in, or a job that you were in. The future is pretty bright emotionally as well as financially. So don't be afraid to take a step into the unknown and follow your heart and go towards the new. If you have a choice between the old and the new, I encourage you to try the new road. Pick the new road. You can always turn around and go back if that did not work, but I encourage you to try new things and get out there in the world. Open yourself up emotionally to others and look towards the future. But you may be making either a job change, either unilaterally to a different company, different department, or actually leaving that company and going to a different one. So keep your ears open and your eyes open for new possibilities. It does feel like it will be promoting your personal growth as well as your professional growth. So that is what's happening with these knights here. I'm also getting a hit on the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe a person that is acting immaturely. It will be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So it feels like someone may be lashing out a little bit immaturely. So you keep following your path of integrity, even if they fall. But it looks like they are making choices, very childish choices that have affected you in the past, but it feels like you're kind of done with that. So it doesn't feel like it will affect you in the future. The next card is the Tower. This is lessons through destruction. This may have had something to do with this big change. There could be some deception I'm feeling, some lying. Could have been even either an affair or not being in integrity, but there was some deception that came to light. But the Devil is right here as well, so that kind of tells me that this person may try to get back in your good graces or to make up for something, but it is just a test. It does feel like it's just there to kind of test you, that it may be happening right now or it may be coming very soon. So the Ace of Wands is on one side. That is the ultimate of integrity and of movement and of righteousness, and kind of like a bolt coming down from the sky of knowledge and movement. So you may have something, you know, be presented to you that you just can't live with, and you may just say, that's it, that's enough. That's enough, either with the job or with a love relationship or a friend relationship. But you know, when the aces are here, that's hand of God. And wands are fire, and that is your sign, that is movement. So this feels like something just like out of the bolt of the sky, that it's time to make this motion, and it may be gifting you either with a resolution or a way out of the situation that you have found yourself in. But it does look like an offering from Spirit, and it will benefit you, but it is right next to the Devil. So it does look like if you pass this test, then the bolt of lightning will come down. So your choices are pretty clear, but don't fall into the deception game again. With the Tower being right here next to the Devil, that person has not changed all that much, even though they are giving you the impression that they have. So trust your intuition, look towards the future, and take new roads. Don't go back over the old road again. Take a new road. The other side of the culmination card is the 8. This is one of feeling trapped, kind of not wanting to see what's going on. But with this Ace of Wands, clarity is right there on the horizon. You may feel like either you're financially, emotionally trapped, or not being able to afford to move if your situation is unpleasant. But it does look like this is an opportunity to heal yourself, gain your strength back, and then when this opportunity comes, you'll be able to jump because you have already healed yourself. But I encourage you to look at things how they truly are, not how you wish them to be. You are in the process of healing your heart, soul, and body. But it does have this kind of certain feel of being trapped a bit, which, you know, that is not true. Put your energy out into the world and create what you need. Sagittarius, you are movers and shakers, and when you make up your mind to do something, that's it. That fire sign kicks in, and you create exactly what you need. It may not be exact timing that you need, but it does serve you your choices in that kind of instant decision making that you guys do. So it does look like you're floating a little bit, and you do need to make some pretty important decisions and start putting some effort into the forward motion of things. So that is your reading, Sagittarius, for the month of February. I'm going to throw a couple of these chakra cards, or one-word cards. Ooh, okay. Wisdom. Okay, don't shy away from your own wisdom. And it does look like you will be honored for your contribution and your wisdom. So, and recovery. So it does look like you are still recovering from whatever this upset was. It looks like a couple of months ago. It also looks like it's been leading up to this for maybe even a couple of years. So focus on your recovery, giving you your own energy. Don't put too much stuff on your plate that takes away from your soul journey of healing yourself. So you can be prepared and ready for this Ace of Wands when it goes, hey, here, look, there's a new job, there's a new house, there's a new lover, whatever it is. It's time to continue with that recovery and releasing, and not walk back. Don't go back on the process. Don't walk back into that. Keep going forward. All right, Sag, that is your reading for the month of February. If you like what you heard, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back for your March reading. And in the meantime, live life gently, but with fire. Namaste.